So, remember the case, the David case that we all been talking about, and it's been gone for like 10 years. Well, it's back, and it's even worse. David case gets even worse by Mori. Shout out goes to him. Um, Apparently he got Celeste pregnant. Holy fucking shit! This case gets 10 times worse day by day and hour by hour. I swear to God, this case won't go good, bro. I'm telling you. But let's just get straight to the video.
All right, guys and gals, so in a new update regarding the David case by College Kid on Twitter, they say David and Celeste Rivas Hernandez's respective parents knew about the relationship. Shocking, right? According to LA,
they knew about this relationship, yet they still kept, I swear to God, on everything. It's the parents' fault. They should get arrested with David, bro. You're the reason to your child's death.
PD Detective Corey Farrell. David attended church with Celeste's family in addition to her parents giving her permission to travel to London with the singer, which we addressed in the last video. With this screenshot here of Celeste when she was much younger. She may have been around 10 with her dad right here. Possibly the mother, siblings here, a baby, and of course the one and only David Burke. And top comment here said, of course they knew. There was no way they didn't. She was on stream with him and all that, right? In front of thousands of people, as we all saw before. It was never a secret, yet they want to sit their funky ass in the courtroom acting like they said they need to be arrested. Below, someone said, context matters. She ran away multiple times, brother and Grace. I'm not going to be rage baited in this video. Like, I'm just not going to intervene in that comment. As I said before, whatever their reasons were, they knew he was rich. They knew he was famous. I mean, guy had a multi-million-dollar record label deal. He was supposed to be making at least $12 million based off of his current contract. Like, I mean, it's sad to say, but again, in this world, power, status, money, people will bend, contort, kowtow, and fold to all of it. Even in this situation, it's really dark, actually. But to read this article from TMZ, they say David murder trial. Defense claims Celeste's family was cool with them hanging out, which is, you know, code word for what they did together. You know, I don't know why anybody would be hanging out or cool with letting their little girl hang out with a guy who's 5 to 6 years older than she was, from the ages of 11 to 14. Absolutely fucking insane to me. But to quickly jump into the meat and potatoes, they say Celeste Rivas's family knew she was hanging out with David before she was found dead in his car, and in some cases signed off on her traveling with him on tour and overseas, which was my question. How the ever living hell did a minor get to travel internationally?
You know what? Arrest the parents, kill David, end the story. Fuck David for what he did, and the parents, they're fucked. I swear to God, the parents are also in trouble. Don't think they're innocent. Parents never innocent. Fuck the parents for what they did, bro. Wallahi, I blame the parents.
Now we know there's evidence indicating that they signed off on this. But back to the article, they say despite initially saying they didn't know him, of course they did. And I don't think anybody believed for a sec that her family didn't know, or at least at the very least friends, when there was literal video footage of a teacher saying that he saw him pick her up at school, her jump in his car. Friends, classmates, teachers all knew. It's kind of hard for a famous guy to hide.
Look. Why is the teacher getting involved? Like, ain't your job is to teach that class? Why the fuck are you saying, hey everybody, look at my phone. Look at this, that's Celeste and David, the famous artist David picking him up. Come on, get back to your lesson.
This interaction with a 13-year-old girl. However, David's attorneys presented evidence Monday during the 5th day of his preliminary hearing, suggesting the family knew something was going on between Celeste and David and did nothing to stop it. As if that's how is that a defense, bro? Like, David was literally the adult in the situation. It really doesn't matter what you say. Yeah, although they technically met as minors, once he crossed the threshold of 18 and before minors, or before when they were both minors, I mean, good God. Bro, she was 12, 13. You're like 17. Dog, you're heading off to college. She's barely even in middle school. What are we doing? I don't even think that's legal.
That's not allowed,
age gap between minors. In any case, they say Celeste's sister allegedly traveled with them to one of David's shows in Las Vegas, and a notarized travel form to her parents showed they allegedly gave consent for Celeste to travel to London for a week in 2024 without any other family members. And that would have been when she was, what, 12, 13? Okay, so since a little bit of time has lapsed, I had to confirm that the ages that I had in my head were right. I realized this case has been actually going on for a while now. So they say Celeste Rivas Hernandez was 14 years old when she went to London in 2024. And as of right now, she would be 15 years old as of July 2026. She was born September 7th, 2010. So she would be turning 16 this year, basically like in a few months. Essentially. Back to the article, they say these allegations could be seen as flying in the face of what Celeste's father, Jesus Rivas, told TMZ in May through his attorney, Patrick Steinfeld, when he claimed he never, and I quote, had any contact with this guy, which is obviously a lie now. They also say at the time, Jesus also said the family never received any money from David or anyone in his family, which is just, I think, blatantly false. Gonna be honest, I saw a screenshot of Celeste asking for 10 racks. She said, give me 10 racks now. Yep, just found it. Although they're saying this hasn't been presented in court, I don't know where this screenshot came from, but it says, how many racks can I have from Celeste? Give me 10 bands right now. David said, or he responded back allegedly with $9,000. Mind you, this guy's a millionaire. They also say TMZ reported that there were a slew of evidence.
Wait, so you're telling me the parents were like, give me 10 bands to stay with my daughter? Yeah, kill the parents, bro. Change my mind. Nuke the parents. You know what? Put the parents in a chair and sink them in the bottom of the ocean with sharks, whales, humpback whales, every type of sharks you think of to kill these people. Or actually, that's a simple, torture them first and then put them in the shark lake thingy. Cut them, then put them in the lake. Something. We need something with the parents, bro. Fuck the parents, bro.
Presented by prosecutors during the preliminary hearing, which included grisly photos of Celeste's decomposed body, along with several alleged text messages, which prosecutors argued showed the two had a sexual relationship when she was 15 years old. David is charged with Celeste's murder, with prosecutors alleging the singer killed her because she threatened to expose their illegal sexual relationship. He has pleaded not guilty. And that is a part of the story I kind of want to get into. You know, there have been text messages indicating that Celeste threatened David.
Hey man, we got 40 terabytes. We have 40 terabytes. And now you're telling me we might go above the 100 terabytes. David, what the fuck did you do, bro? David, you're a multi-millionaire. Why the fuck would you do that, bro? Now you and Andrew Tate are ending up in bad shit, gang. You're fucked and Andrew Tate is fucked. Fuck. I muted the fuck.
Because she was jealous that David was in some kind of relationship with another girl by the name of Alyssa. But I kind of want to quickly go through these photos here. Chronologically, by the way, at the time, with the noted timestamps or the dates here. November 2023, Celeste is 13. She says, these are text messages, by the way, presented in court. She said, if I'm pregnant, though, I'm not having it, though. 2023, December 20th, 2023, Celeste said, do I take the plan B? Remember, extensive sexual relationship, these things will be present, right, in circumstances like this. She said, do I take a plan B? In another screenshot early the following year, January 8th, 2024, David Burke said, I'm sorry again, baby. I didn't want to ever put you through this. Celeste then said, no, it's okay. We both aren't able to take care of it. It's okay, though. Neither one of us are capable of watch or taking care of a baby, right?
How the fuck is she pregnant at 13? You're 13. Did you even lose your puberty? Did you lose your puberty yet? What do you mean? What do you mean, baby? 13. David, you're sick, bro. You are absolutely sick. I hope you deserve. I hope you get death, bro. What the fuck? What the actual fuck, bro? What do you mean? Wait, I can't actually watch this video at this point, bro. I'm about to knock someone out if I keep going, bro. Watch the baby. What do you mean both of us can't take care of it? Bro, you're with a millionaire. Yes, he can take care of it. I swear he can. He just doesn't want to.
Right, so they're talking about bringing out, oh my fucking god, talking about bringing a whole child into the world under these circumstances. And David, literally being 18 at the time, was having this conversation with a whole 13-year-old. The 1-3 actually, a middle schooler. But she said, no, it's okay. You know, we both aren't able to take care of it. Neither of us know or are capable of watch or taking care of a baby. Then I believe in reference to either plan B or termination, David said, when are you gonna get it done? Celeste said 2 days. He then said, let's let this termination be the last one till we have the real one. That's crazy. The last one, what is that implying? That they've had multiple? And if so, like, who's signing off on these terminations? Is that even legal in California? Is this a thing? Can 13-year-olds girls just go into termination clinics and basically do one of the most traumatic things any young woman can do to her body. Then later that year in 2024, Celeste said, what if the first termination didn't work? That's crazy.
That's
so they're
mad.
talking about multiple terminations here, man. She also said March 2025, right? So damn, that was like a year later. She would have been turning 15 here, right? 14 turning 15 in 2025. She said, the way we are going, it's not happening. Maybe if things were different, all we do is have sex and just hang out, man. All we do is have sex and just hang out, man. I want more than that for myself. Yeah, the boundary setting is terrible. It's not even that. D, a lot more than just that. I don't want anything to do with you in person anymore, right?
How old is she, bro? How old are you to discuss that? It's all we do is just have sex and that. Whoa, bro. Whoa. Dang, if you wanted it so bad, just go to Tinder, find someone who is exactly like you, and then do it, gang. It's that easy. You didn't need to do it with a fucking 13.
Like relationship qualms with a guy. You're 14. The fuck is he? 19 turning 20? He probably, yeah, that's just crazy. Imagine doing this, probably being a 8th or 9th grader, and Buddy's a whole multi-millionaire record recording artist traveling the world. Then April 22nd, 2025, the threats. Celeste said, oh my effing God, I swear to God, I will kill you. She was in my damn seat. I will strangle you to effing death, bro. I will tell my dad so many effing lies about you, dead ass. I will end your career and your life. I will damage anything. So of course, this is not shocking in reference to so her name is Asia Collins, another girl David had been seeing allegedly, and apparently this is her allegedly. I'm already seeing the comments basically blocked. You know, people are saying effing sick, everything hidden in plain sight, snake. You know, clearly she's a pretty young girl. I don't know how old she is. Going to assume 20s, Gen Z. And yeah, you know, someone said, are we going to talk about all the videos going around or no? People are bringing up the David situation, and you know, people are saying I never laughed about her murder, WTF, nor did I defend him. When you release videos of you talking about things, people just twisted. I do my job in this case by actually focusing on the important things. People like you want a video out of selfishness. It doesn't benefit the case or Celeste Rivas's justice. It justifies or satisfies the public's curiosity. So yeah, she was affiliated with David, one of his girls, you know, at the time that he was with Celeste, and fuck, clearly she knew too. In another screen,
David, if you just stuck with whatever her name is, Aisha Collins, everything would have been okay. You could have been alive. You're alive still, but you could have been in this world living. She looks 20. If you wanted someone, you had her. You didn't need to go to a flippin' 13-year-old. And for the 13-year-old, why are you complaining that David is having another relationship with this one? Aisha Collins is like 20. David is 20. That's okay. You're 13. You shouldn't be crying and say, I'm gonna kill you for cheating. Why? You brought this to yourself. But again, it's not your fault. Obviously, you're gonna be that. She is pretty, let's be honest. But fucking hell, man, David, you're insane.
Allegedly, Celeste Rivas threatens to mutilate David's, private parts in a text message in response to arguments about Asia and if David had sex with her, which is crazy. Now here we have this guy saying the exact reason David took Celeste's life, right? So here we have this guy.
He just revealed the final text messages between David and Celeste, highlighting the exact reason he took her life.
Wow.
I mean, this is crazy. So today was day 5 of the preliminary hearing, and LAPD detective Corey Farrell took the stand, who has analyzed around 8,000 to 9,000 text messages between David and Celeste. And from
8,000 to 9,000 text messages, dog. Like, how do you get yourself out of that one?
What it seems like, their last big argument stemmed from the fact that David was really close with another girl named Asia Collins. So just a day or two before Celeste's life was taken, she texted David.
So there we go, the same girl we just saw, right? So I said allegedly before, but hey, you know, guys, I gotta, for legal reasons, I don't want to get sued. I'm too broke for that, but yeah, same girl here.
Bro, I said I didn't want to be friends with you if you wanted to be friends with her, referencing Asia. This then turned into a string of text messages with David saying, you're turning this into something way bigger than it is, and Celeste responding, just tell me the truth, David, insinuating that he was cheating on her with Asia.
This is crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It is crazy. You're young as shit. You're in a high school. This guy's a graduate. Why? Graduate of college, by the way, not just a graduate. He's out having fun with a woman the same age. You, if you found out he's cheating, if I was you, I'd be like, thank God, bro, he's a creep. Why are you arguing? Holy shit. You are an idiot. He could have left you.
I was a 13-year-old girl in a love triangle with other adults at such a young age. She's 13, David's 18, 19, 20 at the time. This girl's likely an adult herself. And there's a fucking love triangle that a middle schooler just so happens to be involved in. That's insane.
Celeste started making threats to David, saying things like, if I see you with Asia one more time, I will make anonymous accounts. You won't be able to avoid me leaking all the stuff I have on you. And at one point, Celeste got really
So that implies she knew that the relationship obviously was wrong as well.
angry when Asia went to David's house to go pick up Coachella tickets. And when she found this out, she texted him, "Oh my effing God, I will kill you. I will strangle you to effing death. I will tell my dad so many lies about you. I will end your career and your life."
So of course she knew that what he was doing with her was highly illegal, wrong, and could not only destroy his career, but his entire life. Now, I'm not blaming her, of course, as she's not the adult in the situation. Basically, all the responsibility is on her parents and David, as they are the guardians and the adult in the situation. But it does highlight that she was not oblivious to the dynamics of what was actually happening.
And of course, David's defense is using all of this, saying she was making clear threats to leak all of this information to all of these people and even take his life, when this is just a girl who was clearly very upset and hurt by someone who she thought she was in love with.
Bro, what love, bro? You're 13 again. He's 20. Yo, I swear I can't. I'm saying the same fucking sentence to show you how dumb it is. I could have escaped that situation if I was Celeste, bro.
Exactly. And, you know, I know it's weird to talk about, but she clearly was in love. She clearly was territorial. She clearly, you know, was infatuated with this guy. He likely took her as well. I know, very weird to talk about, but these things, this is a part of the case. I mean, can you imagine? I'm pretty sure we all remember when we were 12, 13. I remember my first girlfriend. I was fucking head over heels when I got pulled away from her, bro. I was depressed for like a year straight. Now imagine that for a young girl times 100 with a guy. He's rich, he's famous, she's in love with him. He likely took her, allowed her to come on tour, traveled her, probably her first international trip. Dude, that probably felt like a fever fucking dream to her, you know?
That's
and
what I'm
with that
saying.
level of infatuation comes with a level of obsession and a level of jealousy, to which, of course, she's going to try and destroy him for talking to other girls. Of course, she's going to try and destroy his life because she feels betrayed. And what do you think a predator like David is gonna do when he knows he's implicated in a relationship like this that could quite literally be exposed? Someone in the comment section said, "I effing knew it. That Asia girl had something to do with it." Another person said, "So she lost her life because of blackmail." That's crazy. These are the top two comments. 65,000 likes. Another person said, "Some of y'all are sick, blaming the child instead of the grown man that was sleeping with the child." I don't know who's blaming Celeste. Like, that would be fucking nuts. Another person said, "This is why Asia blocked us all. Who knew Celeste?" Another person said, "The fact that a minor can just hop in an Uber, no questions asked." I mean, Uber isn't really like an Uber driver's just trying to get paid, bro. These are like basically people, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, mostly trying to scrounge by, you know, for survival. So, hey, I'm not shocked.
Messages from April 23rd, the day that Celeste lost her life, and the day that David arranged an Uber to pick Celeste up from her home. At 5:07, David says, "Why do I have to show you everything I get?" And she says, "Because I had your and me," and then tells him to get the Uber and gives him the address.
Bro, the fact that she brought up an like, that is nuts to me. I think, like,
Yo, I'm so sorry for Celeste. Fuck your parents. I'm sorry for your loss. Fuck your parents. Fuck David. No, Aisha, but Aisha Collins didn't do nothing. I can't say fuck her too, or can I? Fuck you, Aisha Collins. Fuck whoever had to do with this shit. You're messed up, David. And I hope you stay in jail for long. With Andrew Tate, bro. Actually, Andrew Tate also needs to go to prison, bro, after what we just heard. But if you don't know what happened, check my last video. You're gonna know what's gonna happen, man.
We need to like have a serious conversation about the culture we've obviously fostered to the point to where this was even allowed to happen, man.
She then confirms that she was picked up, and at 8:39 she says, "I'm almost there. Open your door if you're home." And at 10:10 he says, "Gate open, door unlocked." And then at 10:31 he says, "Uber said you're here. Where you at?" Now remember, prosecutors allege that in those 20 minutes between 10:10 and 10:31, he took her life and then acted like she never got there, saying, "Hello, bro, Celeste, you're blocking me. I'ma call Jen. You're scaring me. Where are you? Please, just..."
Wow, that is So they're saying at this time around this area is
So around this time in this area, David did murder Celeste and then proceeded to text like an idiot saying, "Hello, I'm a call Jen, you're scaring me. What the hell? Where are you? Please." Acting like she's missing. But in reality, you did take her life. Oh, David, you're sick, man. You were always sick, bro.
when he likely did the deed.
String of messages. He continued this until around 11:40. Now the evidence does show that the Uber got there around 10:10 and David left his home in his Tesla around 11:30 to go to that Santa Barbara area. And the only response David's team had to this was that when Celeste and David started talking, Celeste initially represented herself as 16 and 18 years of age, which doesn't make any of this any better. Rest in peace to Celeste. Let me know what you guys think about this, and as any new details come out, I'll keep you guys updated.
And I just want to say, obviously, you know, all of the blame goes to all of the adults in the situation. But we live in a culture where protecting your children as soon as they, you know, become teenagers especially is seen as overbearing. I don't want to do too much. Hands off parenting. I'm sure Celeste is one of many young teenage girls out here who are probably experiencing the same thing in relationships they likely should not be in. And the thing is, these things can become dangerous. And where are the parents? You know, and in this situation, you got a guy backed into a corner. He's in a years-long fucking relationship, 10,000 messages between the two. He knew he was screwed, you know, being backed into a corner of what he perceived was blackmail. You know, I gotta say, the more I learn about this case and about the timeline, I'm just not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. And I'm sure this has happened.
The more I learn about this case, yeah, I'm not shocked as well, just like you, but I am disgusted day by day every time I hear about this fucking case. How is this case still on? Like, we saw everything. Put him in a jail already. Put him in a flipping jail. Is it that hard? We don't need more cases. Get his ass in prison. Please, bro.
To so many people. It just so happens to be this particular case involves a famous person, but for decades I'm sure this has probably happened all over this country, all over the world, you know, and it just gets swept under the rug because there's not enough notoriety attached to the names involved in the cases. Just regular average people sweeping shit under the rug. Cold cases, you know, missing persons. You know, it's not an excuse, it's not a defense, it's not a justification, but this is the cold reality of the world of which I want people to understand. I think we sugarcoat things way too much before, you know, we're able to tell people the truth. And then when shit hits the fan, now all of a sudden it's prayer and dove emojis. Why can't we be more, I would say, proactive as a culture instead of being reactive is my question. In any case, I genuinely believe both sides should be prosecuted. Not only David Burke, of course, but I believe both parents. Like, what the fuck? They need to be held accountable too. They knew what was going on. They knew she was being groomed. And I genuinely think that they need to be culpable and charged as well. What say you guys though in the comment section? Genuinely, let me know your thoughts.
Kill the parents. That's my thing. Kill the parents. I want to see what the comments are saying. What the fuck are they saying? Her parents, the management team, and the tour. Everyone. His friends. I forgot about the friends. His friends knew about it as well. His friends knew about the relationship, yet they decided to stay silent and act friends. And the management team knew. They're saying, oh my days. It's crazy how everyone failed to protect this girl. True, bro. You had the parents, David's friends, and the whole management team and the tour, yet you all decided to let it happen. Like, honestly, bro, I feel sorry for Celeste, bro. Multiple ways could have been saved. There's another video as well. It says David is getting destroyed in court and it's getting worse. I'm not watching this because I'm already discussed it the first time. Hope you all did enjoy that video. Make sure you guys like and sub, and without further ado, hope you all have a blessed day. See you guys with the next one, and peace.